Look, it's no secret that City Skylines 2 has had a tough start to life. I know a lot of us, me included, have experienced many frustrations since its release, but I'm a firm believer in being fair and honest. Despite City Skylines 2's flaws, I've actually really enjoyed playing the game so far. In the last month, I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Bridges and ports, content creator packs and bikes have been introduced to the game, which in my personal opinion have actually been a great addition, minus a couple bugs. But for me, this week, we've made a huge step in the right direction. Asset Editor has been released, finally, after what felt like a decade of waiting. Honestly, I'm not a modder, but Asset Editor release proves to me that CS2 has one of the best communities in gaming. It's been a few days since the release, and the floodgates have already opened with countless fantastic assets being added to PDX mods. I don't know about you, but I'm constantly checking PDX mods. I'm always refreshing it, I'm looking at the most recent, looking at the last updated, and I can't get enough of it. So before we take a look at what we've got, to the modders, the asset creators, all of you fabulous people in the community that take their time and effort to create assets and share them with us, thank you. You are the true heroes, you're keeping the game alive, and we really appreciate you. And it's not said enough. We're not taking you for granted, thanks very much. So let's have a little look at some of these brand new assets, shall we? So let's start off with some small and beautiful assets. These assets that I'm going to show you, these four, are by McWelshman, and blimey, they are fantastic. So the first asset that we got by McWelshman, which come out really quickly, is the Synod Cymru. I believe it's the Welsh Parliament building, and it is fantastic. Sorry about the lighting, it's not the best lighting, my fault for my game. But wow, look at this building, isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful, and the immense level of detail in here as well is fantastic. You can even go inside of the building, which is just crazy because it's all designed perfectly. It is fantastic. What a building. McWelshman is extremely talented to be able to create this, let alone create this so quickly. But not only this, these other three assets as well. Now this is Braymore House. And I don't know if McWelshman is living in my head or has access to my brainstorm for my UK build that's coming up. But part of that brainstorm, I want to create like an old stately home that you'd find kind of in the countryside, and kind of just build something like this and then make it look really nice. And then the next day this just pops up. Isn't this just one of the most beautiful assets you've ever seen? For me it is. I think it's absolutely breathtaking, and it's exactly what I needed for my UK build. So McWelshman, thank you. It's brilliant, it's absolutely brilliant. I'm kind of lost for words for this one. This is probably one of my favourite ever assets that have been added to the game, so fair enough. And let's move on to something more significant, the Arch to Triumph. And wow, look at the details. You can actually get these little statues as props as well, but even if you just go in here, look at this. Whatever you're having for breakfast, McWelshman, I need some of it, because this takes skill. These are fantastic. Absolutely breathtaking. I can't lie, that is really good. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And then, just released today at the time of recording this video, the US Capitol. And again, look at the details on this beauty. Wow, this is fantastic. And for me, I think it's scaled pretty perfectly for like the kind of builds that I want to build. I think that's a good size. And just look at the immense details in here. Absolutely fantastic. You just continue to outdo yourself. I don't know you personally, McWelshman, but I just want to say personally thank you, because these are really epic. Really good. Absolutely breathtaking. So those four assets, I'm sure there's more to come, but wow, what a contribution to the game. And they look really good. I'm so excited to use these in some of my upcoming builds. Anyway, let's move on to a couple of different, slightly different builds. So these builds here, these three, are by Grooney. And of course, we all know about the McDonald's release pretty much instantly. So Grooney is clearly a Mackey's fan, which aren't we all? And this is epic. This is absolutely epic. Look at the details in here. They've even got the electric charging points, which Mackey's are starting to put in now. They've got the menus, got bins. Wow, drive-through. It is fantastic. Really, really nice to look at. That, again, this is going to fit perfectly into one of my UK builds, which is really exciting. And the next one by Grooney is the most recently released one, is these markets, but it's not any old markets, I'll tell you that for free. There's a reason why this one and the waste management are so iconic. Let's have a look. So when we hover over here, you'll see that we've got a choice of loads of stuff. So we can make this a beautiful Aldi store. For me, personally, for my UK build, I'm going to have it as a Lidl. I might have accidentally doubled up on them here. But you can basically click on it and you can go through all of these different types, depending on where around the world you are. Woolworths! No way! And you can go through all of these and you can have it decorated how you want it. Obviously don't do it how I just did it, because I've just messed that up. However, this is fantastic. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful supermarket that's going to fit excellently in one of my future cities. So Grooney, you're on fire. Fantastic. That's really, really nice. I love the Mackies as well. And then the Waste Management Centre, which is awesome. It looks like your typical rubbish tip, which is very nice. And you can actually upgrade this. So not only is this asset released really quickly, but you can add upgrades. So yeah, you can add a collection truck depot, anything like that. Obviously you'd have to have it facing the road, obviously, if you want your trucks to come out. But isn't it just beautiful? All of these builds are just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's all coming together. The game's coming together, and I'm really, really liking the way that the kind of direction that it's going in. Fair play. Fair play. Now, on to Sully. Sully Skylines, a well-respected gentleman within the CS community. And Sully has released these brickworks buildings very, very quickly. And aren't they amazing? This is the level 5 asset, which, as you can see, it's very detailed. Oh, I love this up here, this terrace with seating. It's kind of like a nice penthouse flat. I think that looks really, really, really good. And if we zoom in a little bit, just look at the detail. It's just breathtaking. Absolutely fantastic. So these come in different sizes, levels 1 to 5, obviously. And yeah, they look really, really good. Sully has smashed this out the park. I think he said that this is kind of his kind of trial or test run, but to think that you can have this much detail in a trial, Lord knows what you're going to produce in the future. So Sully, these are epic, and they pretty much fit into nearly every type of build. They could fit into a UK theme, because you see these popping around. They could fit into your American theme. They can just anything, pretty much anything. So that's really impressive. Nice one, Sully. Very, very good. And moving on to something slightly larger, I've just picked out a couple of different type of buildings. As you can see here, this is by CZT, who has actually produced loads of assets. I don't know half of the names for them, just solely because they're in a different language that I personally don't understand. But these are awesome, or this is an awesome building. Certainly one that you could fit into a downtown shopping district. Looks really, really nice. And there are so many more assets, which I'll show you in a moment, that are much bigger. And they just look brilliant. And then, of course, this interesting Damak Towers from Dubai looks pretty epic, if you ask me. That is one hell of a skyscraper. And look at the details on the top here. You've got the water. Oh, gosh. Sorry. You've got the water, the walkways. Damak Towers looks fantastic. And if you actually look under here, you'll see that there's underground parking, kind of like a drop-off as if you were going to go into a mall. Nice walkways that kind of go around the outside as well, bringing you to this entrance. That is very, very nice and detailed. I'll just show you a few more skyscrapers, then that'll probably be it. But it's just to kind of give you an idea of what's being released, how epic they are. Really fantastic. And just to show you a few of the larger buildings that we've got here, loads of assets, all unique in their own right. Some of these are absolutely stunning. Wow. brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And this just makes me so excited to play the game in the future, knowing that we've got creators creating things like these, even going to the extent of creating some overpass stairs, which, although seem small, makes a huge difference. They are just fantastic. We could literally go through these together. We could have a look at the oval cricket pitch. Again, perfect for a UK build that I'm going to be starting. Obviously, McWelshman stuff here. A nice suburban train station. There are so many things going on. And again, look at these assets. Once you detail in the decals and the pathways, they're going to look fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Some smaller buildings here, all unique in their own right. We've even got some statues popping through, which for me, I really like statues. I think this is the Armenian statue, which looks beautiful. Again, some older architecture here, City Hall here, which looks fantastic. A Whataburger, there's your Mackies again in your waste depot. Your supermarkets, where I've done it right, where it says Lidl. They are all just beautiful, beautiful assets in their own right. I think for the future of this game, this is definitely the biggest step in the right direction that we've had. We've wanted this for so long, and we've finally got it. So let's say thank you to the creators and hope that we get more beautiful assets in the future. Thanks very much. Let me know your views on what you think is the best assets, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Good night.